Hi guys, how you guys doing? You're watching Andy. What the hell is going on? And my name is Andy. Anyways, uh, and this is Big Brother edition, by the way. All right, we're gonna bring up to speed on what's going on in the house up to now. In a nutshell. Anyways, this is where we're at. Lavita is now the new HOH. Okay. All right. So she's there. She's there. She's got it. Okay. Just before she did nomination. She decided, who am I going to put up? She was thinking, well, what do I do? Well, she didn't. She said, I'm going to change my whole game. Okay, great. Change your whole game. All right. What are you going to do? So she decided, I'm going to bring up Jared and start negotiating a peace treaty, if you want. And she said, look, all I want to do is just get to the to the jury. That's nice. Just want to get to the jury, and then I want to sit in the jury house and not win the money. Basically, that's what she's trying to. That's how I get it. Anyways, and Jared said, "Oh yeah, it's a good idea. Me, the four of us can get together, and really work together and work out." Of course, she's the HOH. Of course, she's going to say that. Hello. Anyways, so she asked him, okay, to go get the other two in his alliance, Raul and Kelsey. So all right. So if they go upstairs, she put the cards on the table, let's work together, blah, 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 blah. And of course they're saying, yeah, of course. Sounds like a great idea, great, yes. So anyways, they shook their hands, and everything else. And of course, um, they left, okay? And then you see Lalita. She's sitting there thinking, hey, I don't know now. She's starting to, in my gut feeling, these guys are going to stab me in the back. Meanwhile, of course, both of them went out and talked to somebody in the house there. It doesn't matter who it is. I think it was Cass, I guess. I wish I could pronounce her name properly, but it's all right. It was Cass. I think it was Cass. They were talking in one of the bedrooms. And, this is what she said, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay, wait a minute here. That's kind of weird. But anyways, and then this is, okay, remember, okay, those three are still after her. So right away, those two, everything that they talked about, they pretty much, in a nutshell, almost put it on the table. So anyways, so that's being said. So right there, her gut feeling said, all right, she cannot be trusted. So, of course, the person that they were talking to never went and told Lavita about the whole story. I would have mentioned it to her. Hey, you just talked to her and she came down and spilled the beans. You really think you can work with her? I don't think so. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, none of them, to what I can see, went and talked to her at this point. So anyways, of course the nomination comes around the corner. Christine and Cass was nominated. Nice move. Yes, sir. Now, those two were not after her. Now, one of them possibly will be going home before the video was played or whatever. That's what, because, one's video, whoever wins the video is up to them to win or to use it or not. So anyway, of course, as time passes by, Dallas won the veto. And spoiler, I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but spoiler, he won. And he chose not to use it, which is not too bad, but still. Now, one of them is going to go home. All right? One of them is going to go home. So now she's got those three of her alliance, she likes to think she's in, and her. One of them is going to go after her. So now she has 4 people. Good job. Now, this is what she should have done. All right? She already knows the 3 people that are going after her, right? Obviously. And she won HOH. Okay. It's pretty simple. She knows the floaters, who they are. Okay. Bring them into your little club, if you want, or your game table, since it's a casino thing, and start playing your deck. All right. You got to work with somebody. Why would you work? I know they're strong players, but look, there's Ramsey that's strong. Mitch is probably pretty decent. Tim could win. The brothers, I'm just saying, that's just, come on, make some sense here. You know, and if you do stay with them for any length of time, you know you're number 4 on the list, no matter what. Okay? So, out of the 4, you're going to be the first one to go, 10 chances to 1. So, anyways, so that's a bad game move as far as I'm concerned to her. You know, I believe she could win if she survives next week and realize what the hell's going on, because she's a very competitive player, but I don't think what her biggest weakness in her game right now is not following her gut, okay? And I think it's going to bite her in the ass somewheres down the line. Now, let's move on for a minute to Joel and Cass. They had a date the other night, and it was a task that was composed by Marsha the Moose. She's back in the game. As far as I'm concerned, the biggest, the most awesome Big Brother player of all time is Marsha, which never won, but that's okay. I love her. She's awesome. She makes the game great. So anyway, so she gave him a task of asking her out and dump her in the middle of the date, which he, and also having in the HOH room. A task complete. They won like a party or whatever. All right. And then as time goes by in the game, then of course the Big Brother came up over the intercom, says, there's 2 last week have broke the rules of the have not. They're like, oh no. Who? Of course, Joel and Cass both got caught eating something. Could be grapes, I don't care. But they got caught eating food. And of course now they're the new have nots for 2 weeks in a row. Which sucks for them. You know, it's just how it is. When you're in a Big Brother house, you gotta be careful. So anyways, now I like to kind of just talk about each and individual players up to now, to what I believe their games consist of up to now, and their characters and how I think they're gonna, how they're doing in the game. We're going to talk. First of all, I want to talk about Jarrett. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, Jarrett. He is a good competitor, but not very smart up to now. He's following Kelsey around like you wouldn't believe. Like he's kind of leaving her run his game too much, and I believe that's going to be his downfall, because I think Kelsey, which we may as well talk about Kelsey as well, she will stab him in the back if she has to win the game. So I'm not sure she doesn't like him, but she's there to play, and I really think she's going to do it if she has to. All right, now let's talk about Ramsey. Okay, Ramsey. Well, I think he's a very strong competitor. He seems to be holding back, I think. His social game is not too bad, but he's up there for sure. He's one of the stronger players that a lot of people probably in the house don't realize as strong as he is. I think, and he seemed to be pretty sociable, so that'll help him out, I think. Now, Raul. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right, but it's R-A-U-L. Anyways, Raul. He kind of reminds me of that snake in the grass type player. He will bite you when you don't even expect it, and I think he's going to be underestimated at that point. Is he a competitor? Can he win a lot of competition? Probably not. I don't see it. And anyways, that's just my opinion of him right at the moment. And now Joel. Joel's like the dark horse of the house. He's socially awkward. He's using it to his advantage. I definitely do see him going far, because nobody in the house at all see him as a threat, but he is. He's a very big social threat because he's an awkward person, and he will lie to further his game. I know it. I see it. The guy, because I just see it. But would he win? He has a chance. Now, the brothers. They're floating around, just like Joel is, by the way, and Ramsey. I don't see them, they're kind of floating a little bit. Now, the brothers are floating because what it is that they're scared to put themselves up too much, because there's well, it's two of them, and so they're watching themselves what they're doing a little bit more than the others. But really, what they don't realize, they're one player, they're one person. So are they going to do well? They could do well if they divide and conquer. Can they win? It's a possibility, but I don't think so when it comes down to the vote at the end, because there's two of them doing the job of one. So I don't know if the jury will go for that. Now, Mitch. Mitch is an outsider. He's not doing very much, in the game at this point. He seems to be very likable. He's a floater for sure. I don't know. It's hard to say. I consider him a floater. I don't see him doing too much. I mean, I'm sure he's talking a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. Now, Dallas, definitely he won't win. I don't think he has the personality to win the game. I don't think he has the gameplay. And he's from my province, but that's how I feel. I don't feel that he's going to have a strong connection enough to stay in the game. I think they'll be using him more as a pawn star, or not? Pawn star. Yeah, that makes sense. But he will get bit down the road. I think he'll make it to jury, but he won't win. Now, Tim. Oh, Tim from Australia. All right. He is, as far as I'm concerned, he is definitely the strongest player in the game for socially. He seemed to be adapting very well to the Canadian version. I mean, after all, he did win in Australia, so he is the only one in there that actually won the game. Played different in Australia. He knows what it takes is to be in the house all the time. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. He's got that. He's got it. He knows what it takes. So he's social. He's talking to people. He's planting little seeds here and there. He's making people do things like fart in a jar, for God's sakes. I mean, it takes kind of talent, doesn't it? Anyways, and now Lavita. I can't even say that. Lavita. There you go. Anyways, but all the women in there, she's the strongest competitor by far, but not strategically smart. Again, she's not going out to talk to the floaters as much as she should be. She should be building an alliance with people that are kind of just hanging out there. Just kind of like try to really work with them. Because she already knows the three, Jarrett, Kelsey, and Rue, are together, no matter what. So she made an alliance with them, and I think it's going to bite her in the ass. A temporary alliance too, I might add. Anyways, I mean, I think she's the strongest of the women by far. Maddie, she's kind of just there. She's like a floater. I don't have any big impression of her yet. That's just my view of it. And Paige, of course, she was only there for a week. So, like I said, young, naive, too bad. She didn't use that to her advantage. But anyways, and then there's Kelsey. Of course, Kelsey is the brains of that alliance of three. She is the leader. Simple as that. That's just my opinion of it. Bottom line. And Christine, she loves to clean the house. She's not playing the game. She even says that she's just there. I don't know what the hell she's there for, but hopefully after these knobs, if she makes it through, she'll start playing the game. Because that's why she is where she is. Okay? She didn't go talk to Larita. She did nothing at all. Nothing. Pretty much, my opinion. Now, her Larita co-partner in the game until last week, Shari, she's out of the game only because she attached herself too much to Larita, and basically she didn't go out and campaign hard enough, and that's why she's out the door. Anyways, that's just my opinion on that. Now, Cass, again, she's not playing the game. That's why she's up there right now. And, hopefully after this week, if she makes it through, she'll start actually playing the damn game. We'll see. Now, Nikki. I don't even know if Nikki knows she's in the house. I mean, she's right out of it as far as I can see. I don't think she realized there's like $100,000 plus all that prize on the side. And if she's the best that British Big Brother have, wow. Good luck with that. Anyway, that's my analysis of everybody in the house. This point. And right now, according to Joker's update, the #1 rated person, which I don't understand, is Nikki. Nikki's #1 and Tim is #2. And Joel and Paige and Ramsey and so on and so forth. Which I mean, I guess people in Canada like crazy people. Of course, we are crazy anyways. This is it from this segment of Andy, what the hell's going on, Big Brother edition. If you like what I do, like I said, I'm just doing it for fun. By all means, comment below. I like the nice comments that you guys put because it really, I just find it's great. I try to answer some of the comments when I can. And if you like the show, just subscribe below. And, there'll be other topics too I'd like to talk about down the road. But for today, this one here, I'd like to talk about Big Brother because it's one of the shows I like. And anyways, that's it. So again, thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you guys in the future.